Hi, Phil Aston here from the Now Spinning group on Facebook and nowspinning.co.uk, Instagram and Facebook page as well. There was a question on the Facebook group recently about which version of various Uriah Heep albums should you get. And one of them was Demons and Wizards, which is probably seen as one of the high points of their career, and quite rightly so. So I thought I'd put together a very short video looking at all the different versions that you can buy, including a vinyl one, and tell you which one I would recommend if you're starting from scratch. So let's look at Uriah Heep's Demon and Wizards, and it wouldn't seem right without showing you the vinyl version. This isn't an original from 1972. I did have one of those, but during the great vinyl cull of the early 90s, it went as I upgraded to CD. But this is a vinyl reissue from 2015, and I'm very pleased with this. I think it cost me about 15 quid. It's on the Sanctuary label, although obviously they've done a complete reprint of Bronze Records, and it has the lyric sleeves in it, and it's 180 gram vinyl, and it's a great pressing, and it sounds fab. So, and again, I'm just going to say that if you see a chance of buying a reissue on vinyl, get that. Don't worry about getting something that's over 50 years old. It's going to cost you £100 and crackle nearly on every track. I know you can probably find someone who's never played it, but you know, that's my advice for if you're looking for a really good copy on vinyl of Demons and Wizards. 1996 was when it appeared on CD. There might be an earlier one than that, but this is the first one that I bought, and it came in a little box with Salisbury and Look At Yourself as well. And it says it's the definitive version. The great thing about the Heep CDs is that Mick Box and Ken Hensley were involved and invited to talk about the albums. Robert Courage was involved in the remastering. He's involved in everything. So there's a bit of memorabilia. The gatefold is replicated, and then the lyrics. And on this particular version, there are only 3 bonus tracks, and 2 of those are of different versions of the track Why. Next up was in 2003, which was this version, which said it was the expanded Deluxe Edition. This had Why Again, but was an extended version, the Rainbow Demon, previously unreleased Proud Words and a Dusty Shelf, which is an outtake which eventually ended up on Ken Hensley's solo album, Home Again to You, Demo and Green Eye. This again had an extensive booklet where they managed to get hold of Ken Hensley and Mick Box and say, what do you think of the album again? And they obviously waxed lyrical and talked about it being yet another version. I think this is a much better essay and information. You still get the lyrics, I think, but what I like about this particular reissue series was the bit on the back when there's an explanation about what and where the demo tracks came from. So I always found that very useful. So I thought that was it. There was nothing else to do. Bought it, got it, bought the t-shirt. And then this came out, which is the 2-disc version in a proper deluxe type package. Now this includes the whole of the original album remastered and an alternative version of the album with 14 tracks. So that's 14 extra tracks, all of them unreleased completely before. So this is very much different to anything else that came out before rather. And again, there's a booklet, and they've asked Ken and Mick what they think. The essay is different because obviously they don't want to keep repeating themselves. So there's more track by track kind of analysis. They've still got the gatefold replicated. And then there's some information at the back about how and where this alternative version of the album came from, and the work that went into it to get it being done. And this is from January 2017. But there's some you probably can't see from here, but you know, this has got the alternative versions of every track plus the bonus tracks from the other reissues, but again they're alternative versions. So if you're asking me which one to buy and you're into Heep, this one, the the 2-disc version. Now, don't be confused by something else you'll see that looks like this, which is what I did. I thought this was yet another version, and it's got, Roger Dean has re-imaged the cover. He's been involved in this, redone the logo. It's just a pure vanilla version of the album. It's got a different booklet. The lyrics are in there, but the whole thing is completely redesigned. It's a hardback book. So the pictures from the Gatefold are kind of spread amongst it, and there's an interview with Roger Dean on how he came to bring the album together. But the thing you need to remember with this is, and I didn't realise, is this is CD1 from this. So if you've already got this, or you're tempted to buy this, which is a 2 CD version, get this one. This one you're just buying the single version and getting a bit of blurb about how the cover came together. So if you're, unless you're a completist, as I say, I bought this in a way by error, although it's about $7.99 and it might look pretty, go for this version. So that's my recommendation for the best version of Demon and Wizards, is the 2 CD one from 2017. Thank you.